Welcome students in the class of civics, chapter 11, Urban Local Self-Government. Open your book, page number 102, Urban Local Self-Government. What is urban local self-government? A government who looks after the development in the cities. A very large number of people live in town and cities. It is the duty of government to provide basic facilities like electricity, drinking, water, road. These responsibilities are taken up by local self-government. Now come to the next topic, that is metropolitan cities. A metropolitan area is an area that has a population of more than 10 lakhs. Many people live in metropolitan city and its surrounding area. These surrounding areas are known as suburbs. After some time, the outer area becomes the part of city. All the development takes place in these cities first. Example of metropolitan cities are Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, Bengaluru and Hyderabad. Now come to the next topic, municipal corporation. A municipal corporation is a governing body in cities which have population of more than 10 lakhs. This body takes care of the development of the city. The members are elected by the way of voting. All the citizens of India who reside in that city and they are above 18 years of age can vote, and those who are above the age of 21 can fight election. Our next topic is composition, which means structure of municipal corporation. So the first point is all the elected members are called councillors. Second point, all the councillors elect a leader who is called mayor. In Hindi, Mahapaur. A deputy mayor is also elected and take charge in mayor's absence. Third, seats are reserved for people belonging to the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes. Next is seats are reserved for women. Next one is members of the state legislative. It means Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad, and members of parliament, which means Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, elected from an area. Next one is some seats may be filled by nominated persons who have special knowledge of or experience in municipal administration. Such persons are called aldermen. Please mark, this is very important line. Next is an officer is appointed by the state government who is in charge of the execution of the work which is decided by the corporation. He is the link between the state government and municipal corporation. He is known as municipal commissioner. He is assisted by number of officers from different departments like health, education, etc. Municipal corporation is elected for a period of 5 years. It can be dissolved before the completion of 5 years if it is not doing its work properly. New members have to be elected within 6 months so that the term can be completed. Next is functions. Municipal corporation have some compulsory function and some optional function. So first there is compulsory functions. To arrange for the collection and disposal of garbage. Second one is to maintain the drainage system for clear surroundings. Third, to set up hospitals and dispensaries. To arrange for vaccination to prevent the spread of disease such as smallpox, cholera, tuberculosis, and hepatitis. Next is to prevent adulteration of food and other consumer goods. To set up markets for vegetables, good food grains, and other consumer goods. To set up and maintain public toilets and urinals. Next is to provide fresh and clean drinking water, electricity, and ensure proper lighting of street. To maintain records of birth and death and issues certificates for the same. To set up and maintain graveyards, cremation grounds, and electric crematoriums. To establish schools and adult education centers. And the last is to construct, maintain, and repair roads and bridges within city limits. Next is optional functions. First, to maintain fire engine, museums, public parks, and public libraries. To build night shelters, orphanages, and old age homes. To provide for a cheap and efficient public transport system. To organize cultural events such as sports, exhibitions, and so on. Children, I hope you all are clear. Now come to the quick quiz. The first one is Kolkata and Hyderabad are metropolitan cities of India. It's true. Second is what is the local self-governing body of a big city called? That is municipal corporation. Third one is the dash is also called the Mahapaur, that is mayor. And the fourth one is the dash appoints the municipal commissioner, that is the state government appoints the municipal commissioner. Next is municipalities. Municipalities, it is an elected body, which means people who live in that area, they elect. Those who are more than 18 years and resident of India can vote in municipal elections, and anyone who is above age of 21 years can fight election. The population of a city determines the number of members in a municipality. Seats are reserved for women and people belonging to the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes. Members of the Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad and members of parliament elected from the area form a part of the municipality. Next point is people having special knowledge of or experience in municipal administration are also nominated. Next is a municipality is elected for a term of 5 years. Municipalities meet at regular intervals. The members elect a chairperson who presides over meetings. A vice chairperson is elected to take charge in his absence. And the last point is a municipality performs the same function as a municipal corporation. Next topic is Nagar Panchayat. What is Nagar Panchayat? A Nagar Panchayat is set up for a transitional area, an area in transition from rural to urban. And what is the Nagar Panchayat duties? The Nagar Panchayat looks after the civic amenities and administration of transitional area. Now come to the next topic, supervision of urban local self-governing bodies. The municipal corporations and municipalities function under the supervision of the central and state governments. If the government is not satisfied with the way local self-governing bodies are working, it can take action against them. We must cooperate with the urban local bodies and be involved in the activities concerned with the maintenance of towns and cities. Children, I hope you all are clear with this chapter. Now please open page number 106. On the top it's written sources of income of municipal bodies. This is very important. Please learn all the points by heart. This is very important. Children, now come to the next page. Time to learn. Here you can see fill in the blanks, match the column, true, false, and some question and answer. Already we had discussed all these things in online classes. But still, if you have any query or doubt, you can ask me anytime. So we have completed this chapter here. Thank you, students.